Good evening, everybody. It is a beautiful, beautiful day here in.
Where are we?
I don't know. I got blindfolded. They got me drunk. I mean, I insisted on that, but they.
Oh no, I just do it out of volition. Both the blindfolded and the drinking on the plane.
Absolutely out of protest. There's a couple things a man's got to stand for. I don't piss during the national anthem. I don't go on a plane blindfolded without a couple of drinks in me. And so we are here for Diddler Cup Racing Series. The track looks a little bumpy to me, I'm not going to lie. We are in Parts Unknown for the Parts Unknown 300. My name is Chip Chapman. I'm joined by the man to my right, Lightning Lord Shivers. Lord, it is a half mile of bumpy goodness. And in honor of former 70s driver Bumpy Goodness, of course, he used to love the short tracks too. You are a short track specialist yourself, seeing a lot of curves on this one. What is going to be the key to this one?
I don't think I've ever seen a track quite like this one. I mean, you've got some very interesting places here. You got some places here there's some very wide spaces, some gravel runoff areas. It's something that a lot of these guys ain't used to seeing, and this could be I'm not gonna lie, this could be a real good one because I don't know how these boys are going to take it.
We don't often have this, but we are seeing an aerial coverage of this track. Give it a second. That is one heck of a course. Parts Unknown is probably the best way to describe Parts Unknown Raceway because you're going to be feeling pain in Parts Unknown with some of these bumps. That's a good update.
Now I got one quick question here for everybody watching this race. Is this Dry County Parts Unknown?
I think even if it was, would it matter to us?
No.
Nah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think it is probably time to tell you we have not had a chance to break the news. Our pole sitter is also the man who currently leads the point series. It is Richard Blood in that number 41 Plasma Train Ford Pinto car. The points leader is Richard Blood, and he is going to take this field of 32 to the start-finish line of that green flag for 80 laps on a half-mile course. It's going to be fast. It's going to be furious. It's not going to get us sued for a movie reference that we just maybe made because we didn't replace some of the letters with numbers and whatnot.
Gotcha.
Save that lead speak for online, my friend.
When will we ever throw in some movie references that we might get sued for? Not us. And by the way, folks, Richard Blood, he wins not only the pole position and the chance to win some bonus points right off the gate, but he also wins that $25 Parts Unknown Auto Parts gift card.
Nice to see. Sorry, go ahead. Finish your lead.
Available to use at over 1,500 Parts Unknown Auto Parts locations anywhere in the good old United States and Parts Unknown, which is about 10 miles north of Dudleyville.
There you go. And now, of course, you know that he's gonna be cherishing that, especially on the namesake of the Parts Unknown 300. Why don't we go ahead and tell you all about the starting grid? We're going through the field. Here is the starting grid for the Parts Unknown 300. Don't mind the number. It is Richard Blood on the pole with Elmer Twist in that number 99. Slap Mark Pontiac Bonneville on the outside pole. Paul Alcohol is on row 2 with Jimmy Poots. Paul Alcohol, winner of a past race. He is in second place in the points. Blind Bob McGee and Harry Gunt are on row 3. Remember, Paul Alcohol in second place in the points, only about less than 20 points away from Richard Blood. So he'll be breathing down his neck. Here's Bowie Jessup and Jasper Cuttisark on row 4. Paul Walker in that box of wine number 2 car, along with Jean-Paul Henry in the number 40 Ludger Beer Bombs Chevy Prism on row 5. It's Jim Blossoms, the indestructible Jim Blossoms on row 6 with Cotton Stuff Body in that number 17 car. Mr. Naga's Most Glorious Drivers on the inside of road number 7 with El Matador Toto Rosanna, winner of the KISS 400. Can't have time to say the name. Kevin Boner-Pillman, last week's winner in that number 15 Dongerex Injectapen car. He's on row 8 with Giacomo. Ricky Walton on row 9 in the Temecula Dirt car with Woo Bye Bala, qualifying 18th. Joe John Winchester, he would not like that name on row 10 with Burt McKitchen, Big Daddy Thibodeau, and BD Joseph on row 11. Not a good qualifying effort for either of those two cars. Otto Bond in that 69 car.
Nice.
On row 12 with Reverend Pastor Chavez. Not a good qualifying effort for the road course specialist in the number 33 Crash Punch car. Fat Darrell on row 13 along with Rusty Arcana. That number 12 LOA. Dodge Stratus, Jeff Gordon the horse. Bad qualifying effort for him. Row 14 along with Ennio Sparini and Stumpy Lane and Jeff Shanice on row 15. Jeff Shanice in that Jeff's Chinese car. And on the back it is Morris Mayfield. 00 himself. And number 49, Joey Rochester in that one. That is going to be one heck of a field. I think what we need to do right now, now your thoughts here. Now here's the interesting thing here, Lloyd, is we've got our points leader on the pole. And you're seeing right on your screen right there, that is the second place car right behind him, right on his tail.
Oh my goodness. This could be a real powder keg when we kick off, and of course it's going to be a fast race. They don't have time to play the long game here. They just got to go for it right here out of the gates. We could be looking at a race of the year candidate here. We could be seeing someone go pole to pole, flag to flag, other noun to same noun. In this one, Richard Blood could very well do it. This is the kind of track to do it if you can just keep your car together. I mean, there might be time for a pit stop. I'm not sure. We're going to see. It's a bumpy track. We're going to get a load of it ourselves. We're going to keep an eye on it as well. And I'm looking through the top 10 in the point standings. If you're not aware of that, we're just going to roll through real quickly. Richard Blood is your points leader. Paul Alcohol right behind him. Jim Blossoms in third. Wu Ba Bala in fourth. Jean-Paul Henry in fifth. You see those two cars, Jim Blossoms and Jean-Paul Henry. Jean-Paul Henry's in the background right there. He qualified, I believe, 8th. That's 10th overall, excuse me. He's right behind that 25 at Jasper Kudisark. Paul Walker in sixth. Jeff Shanice at the back of the field. He's in seventh. Mr. Naga's most glorious driver had a decent qualifying effort. He's in eighth. Joe John Winchester in the middle of the field. Cotton Stuff Body, they're 9th and 10th, respectively. It's a good time to see some cars make some moves. Can Richard Blood extend his lead at the top of the points standings? This is your 11th race of the season. This is the second half of the season. 20 races, and it is getting good. Oh, my goodness. It is getting so good. I'm getting so wasted for this.
And I will go ahead and turn it down to, we've got, I think I've got it right here. We've got our pre-race prayer. Let's go to...
yes, let's get some praying on.
I'll pour myself enough. Deacon Robert Tastebaum, who's going to go ahead and read the prayer. Give me 1 second. Let me go ahead and go down to him right now. Heavenly Father, please bow your heads and... Please bow your heads for God's blessing and for the power bomb. A reading from the Apostle Paul's letter to the Corinthians. Hey, Corinthians, having a good time, wish you were here. The weather is beautiful, and we've been staying up late because Mom and Dad haven't been enforcing my bedtime. I miss you guys, and I hope I'll see you soon, but I don't want this vacation to end. We are enjoying it. We have gone water skiing. We have eaten cotton candy and funnel cake. And there has been an amusement park where we spent 2 of the nights riding the rides and having a good time. It's beautiful, and I don't want to go back home, but I miss you all terribly. Amen.
Amen! Ah! Let's see the park!
And I'm not really sure about what that was. That sounded like it was a post. That sounded like it was a postcard. I don't really know what that was.
Yeah, I think
whatever. But anyway.
Let's get into it, man.
I think it is now time for those not quite as famous, but close enough to get the idea and still not get us sued. Words in motorsports.
Absolutely.
Lionel, you willing to take those?
Yes, indeed. Fellers, just try to come back in one piece now. Will you? Will you kindly?
One piece! One piece! And there we see it. We've got a nice full lap here. We're watching. There is Lee Corso taking that pace car. Oh, God, where is he going with that dang thing? He is just speeding the hell around with that pace car. Lee, you dumb son of a bitch. And here they come.
And who needs to have a gimmick for it?
And strap it on. Let's go, Diddler. It's a goddamn auto race. Holy crap, we just fucking. And look at this. First things first, Richard Blood.
Oh,
and you can see there's hills, there are valleys, there are peaks, there are lows.
There are highs, then there are methamphetamine highs, and then you lose your teeth. You start to scratch and start itching, and you feel real energetic and you can't get to sleep.
And we're seeing a lot of, we're going to head and go through the middle of the pack here. Cotton stuff by in that 17 car. He's all the way down in 15th. Look at that. A lot of traffic going through those curves. Keep an eye on Big Daddy Thibodeau. Richard Blood already synced in the 5 points for leading the lap. Bahale almost got into Joe John Winchester. Start finish line.
They will soon, Beaumont. I know he misses us out here, and I know he wants us all to sign the petition, even though if we sign a petition right now, if it went into effect, it wouldn't win the championship.
No, it would not. He is in 4th place, but that is one heck of a finish if it comes down to that for Bahale.
Bahale.
And look at this. There is a lot of cars on this track, and not a lot of room. There's Jim Blossom's getting turned around.
Oh, my.
Looks like that was Jasper Cuddesack who got left in the dust.
Oh, goodness. Oh, man. Jim Blossom getting turned around.
We're going to have to write that one down. That happened around.
Cuddesack got spun around here. I think Blossom's still going here, but Cuddesack losing a lot of position here. Oh, my goodness. Goodness, Fat Darrell almost turned around, burnt the kitchen there. There's so little space here.
It looks like Jeff Shanice has been disqualified. Oh, good God, they hit him again.
Oh,
that was Ricky Walton in that 32. We are seeing it.
Oh, it's
that corner is causing so much trouble.
Oh, this is great. I wish we could book more flights here more often, man.
Now we're seeing it is right. We're gonna go to the up. Oh, look at all this that's happening. All this is just backing up and causing so much havoc.
Yeah, we already got 4 cars down.
It's that top right corner. You can see them all just backing up and causing so much problems. Richard Blood, still your race leader, but Blind Bob McGee, somehow, by the grace of God, is right on his heels, about a second and a half behind him. Nice clean air for Blind Bob. No tight turn for him.
Blind Bob McGee now just 1.6 seconds, so he's got clear track.
Drops it down to 0.6. That shows, once you get into some clean air, how close you can do it. You see, that is El Matador Toto Rosana, the first car on the last car on the lead lap.
And I have a feeling he's not going to stay on this lead lap for very, very long, folks. You got to talk like a damn auctioneer. Can I get it?
Now we've got to watch out. He is, and this is going to be interesting for Richard Blood because we saw how that traffic caused all those wrecks. Now Richard Blood is doing the exact same thing, going into traffic. We should probably stick with that 41 car, who has got a .89 second lead on second place. And
can I get a 41 car? 41 car on 20 laps. Good over to 25 laps till it spins out. Can I get 30, 35?
You can hear the auctioneers in the background, outstanding things to see. And Blind Bob McGee staying right on the bumper. And Paul Alcohol's already like 2.6 seconds behind.
Now there's many wonderful things going on at this auction that is happening at the racetrack here at Park Zone No Raceway. We got lots of things.
Hang on one second. We got an attempt to pass. Blind Bob McGee's going side by side. Richard Blood, he may complete the pass. He's going inside. We may have a new race leader, but again, it's not just left turns. And Blind Bob McGee gets in the dirt. Does he have the acceleration off the turn to lead a lap? It's going to be quick. Can he get those 5 points? Blind Bob McGee trying for it. They are racing side by side, and what it did was it gave Blind Bob McGee the lead, and it helped Paul Alcohol catch up, and he is on the tail of Richard Blood. And he just got into the back of him. He's looking to pass Richard Blood himself.
Oh, Richard Blood is a sitting duck here. Oh, my goodness. There goes Enios Marini. Ennio Sparini just got turned around as well.
Go ahead and take a look at what happened to Ennio Sparini. Not a good look there. That seems to be lap 12. Go ahead and write that one down. Check in on that one later. That's again, no yellow flags. Parts unknown. Does not believe in the yellow flags here.
Now, considering the kind of trouble that we ran into in the last round, considering all them spectator fatalities, I think we expect more of the same here, honestly.
Yeah, we got more of those unsafer barriers, so that's helping out.
Unsafer barriers is in we didn't even bother to put up any barriers at some part of this track. Let me be perfectly clear.
You know, they did a lot of testing. They decided that just not having barriers would help everybody involved. It'd actually be less safe to put the unsafers in there. I mean, it's right in the name. I mean, who would have guessed it, right? It's right in the name. 15 laps in, we are seeing Paul Alcohol 0.6 seconds behind. It's been a 3-car race pretty much. Richard Blood back to 1.4 seconds off the lead. Blind Bob McGee, the number 44. Molested Pig Barbecue, Chevy Prism in that number 44. That Brat Pink is your race leader.
Oh man, but he can. But I know if he could see, which of course he can,
he absolutely
he would probably be seeing the
Jasper Cuttisark just got pulled up onto the dirt, and that might have given Blind Bob McGee a bit of a hassle. Paul Alcohol's going to make the pass because Blind Bob McGee did not take that cleanly either. And here is Paul Alcohol leading a lap and getting 5 points, staying on the tail of Richard Blood. This is the story, folks. It's the 1 versus 2 of the 35 and the 41. Richard Blood's back down to 6 right now.
Yep, Elmer Twist in the slap mount car where America shops.
We're watching that right now.
Down up to third.
It's Absolutely. A battle for third with Paul Walker in that number 2 Box of Wine car. That Box of Wine number 2 Chevy Prism Slap Mart is one of the Pontiacs, one of the 6 Pontiac Bonnevilles in this race.
Two boxes of wine, $5 with your Buser Slap Mart discount card.
That is Slap Mart where America shops. Lap 18. We are seeing Paul Walker moving up to 3rd place. Bowie
Slapping
Jessup.
down prices every day.
Bowie Jessup in that number 22 HCL Dodge Stratus. He's also in the top 5 right now. Richard Blood dropping a little bit behind him. I think a little bit of lap traffic. Now Richard Blood's catching up on Bowie Jessup. He's keeping him in the sights. Maybe saving a little bit of fuel, getting some draft. I mean, you got to watch out. It seems like when there's a big pack of cars, that's when havoc is created. We're going to head back to that number 2 car, see if Paul Walker, actually we got a good race right now. Paul Walker still contesting with Jasper Cuttisark. He is down a lap. Paul Walker has not made that pass yet. He's seeing Blind Bob McGee right ahead of the 25.
And folks, I want to tell you all about some of the wonderful stuff that we have here on Auctioneer. Of course, we have official Diddler Cup memorabilia. We have got some used parts here. In fact, we got some bits from the car that Jeff Shanice had written off back there in Tulsa. And of course, there's actually some poetry been written about some of the drivers. Of course, you know what? Of course, this being the 20th anniversary of the unfortunate death of Miss Princess Diana, Princess Wales. Of course, one of our drivers donated this anonymous poem that says, and I will read, Henri Paul wasn't going to lift. And I just think that's so beautiful.
It's just, I mean, you know, sometimes poetry doesn't need to be, you know, a whole bunch of lines. It just needs to be sometimes a sentence or 2.
I mean, hell, sometimes it could just be 15 syllables in total.
No doubt about that. We are seeing Paul Alcohol leading this race, 2.19 seconds in the lead. No lap cars really in his, no lap traffic really in his windshield. Reverend Pastor Chavez, that number 33, be the next car he's probably going to come across. I think Blind Bob McGee may have had some trouble. Paul Walker. Blind Bob McGee is dropping. What is going on with Blind Bob McGee? They have some issues. We're going to go over that right now. He is on pit road. That does not seem like it is a scheduled pit stop.
Morris Mayfield also coming out of the pits right there in front of a couple cars here. Oh my goodness! Oh, that thing is smoking.
That's gonna hurt.
If he could see the fire that is billowing out of this thing, he would probably run. Somebody help that man get out of that car. It's probably going to start burning here.
We're going to go ahead and say lap 24. We're going to find out what happened to Blind Bob McGee when we go to our recaps. Paul Walker, however, still not anywhere close to Paul Alcohol. We've seen Richard Blood now 7.6 seconds off the lead. Paul Alcohol has now gained almost 5 seconds on second place, which is Paul Walker. And he still cannot get past that 25 of Jasper Kudisark.
The plot thickens here, and Paul Walker, he's still not out of the woods just yet, because he's got to get away from Elder Twist here. This battle for second, it's going to heat up.
You are looking at Paul Alcohol. Sorry, a couple of Pauls here. Paul Alcohol, that number 35, Bathhouse Gyms, Bathtub Gym, Ford Pinto car. He is contesting, racing side by side. Not quite yet, almost going side by side with Reverend Pastor Chavez. He is the last car on. Oh, it's a header. I don't know what a header means, but Blind Bob McGee has one.
Well, you see, it's when a man and a woman love each other enough. They want to sneak down to the public park, in the back of their Chevy S10 about 11:30 at night, making sure there ain't any off-duty or on-duty police officers around. You just reach down between the legs, ease the seat back, start blasting Van Halen's Panama.
All right. What else would you play, of course?
Of course. And then she just starts going up to town, just lighting you up like a pinball machine in Pinions.
Now, see, I always thought that was a crankshaft. And I guess I'm getting my metaphors confused and my comparisons confused, but I learned something today, and I thank you, Latin Love, for that. Paul Alcohol now 3.5 seconds ahead of Paul Walker, so you can see how this lap traffic is causing problems. He's got to be careful. This is the turn. That turn right there is one of the tricky ones.
And of course, this race moves by fast.
It sure does. I think maybe in a future season, they might be extending the number of laps that these cars are racing each other. But he is contesting right now with Joe John Winchester, who is a lap down. He is the last car on the lead lap, and Paul Alcohol has to take a high line. You can see that.
Oh, the way Winchester's running right there. I don't think he cares that he's a lap down. He ain't going to move. He doesn't have to give up that position, don't you know?
And Alcohol was back on the high line again. All the laps he thought he won. The gap's closing up again, and Paul Walker has just gained a second on Paul Alcohol. He is down to 1.357. You just saw an update on your screen. Paul Walker looking to get some valuable points and lead this race. He is trying to gain more and more time. He has got Jasper Kudisark right on his tail, or right on his sides, excuse me. Gains another 0.2 seconds on that one. Let's go to overhead shot. You can see it's a beautiful racetrack. You can see why there is causing so much havoc, why there is so much trouble. You can see there is a lot of tight turns. There's a tight turn. Just every turn seems to be a tight one. And there are just so much havoc caused. Paul Walker in second place. He has got 2 cars between him and the leader. One of them is Jasper Kudisark. The other is Joe John Winchester. Both are a lap down because Paul Alcohol has made the pass on both of them. 1.8 seconds the gap between first and second place.
Got a glimpse of Jeff Gordon, the horse coming out of the pits. That car is several laps down, as is the 00 Morris Mayfield.
Morris Mayfield is 13 laps down. I think they just had some trouble from the very get-go.
Not like they care. Not like they care one bit.
Not one bit. Not one bit. Jim Blossom's a top 10 performance right now in 8th place. He started 11th. I think it helped by the fact that Blind Bob McGee and a couple other cars dropped a little bit off the pace or just ended the race.
Ooh, this could be spicy right here.
This could be spicy.
And speaking of spicy, if you've ever had the mango habanero barbecue brisket before the start of a race, but you feel the bubble guts start coming, and reach for the official adult diaper of the Diddler Cup Restart Series Race Sharp Reusable Adult Diapers. Good
God! No matter Antonio Rosanna just got into it with, I think that was Reverend Pastor Chavez and number 9 Stumpy Lane in the Gumboos car.
Oh, they dumb as hell.
Lap 37, car number 9, and a couple others get into it. El Matador Rosanna had trouble maneuvering that corner. You know, if I can break down a wall on turn 4, Lightning Lloyd, I think I could say that I do enjoy this course. I think any sort of words we had about this short track may have been calmed down. We're getting some good racing here.
Oh, goodness, indeed we are. And the thing is, we're already halfway done with this one.
Just about lap 39 right now of 80 laps. It's going to blow by so quickly. Paul Alcohol, your third car to lead this race so far. We've had Richard Blood lead this race. Blind Bob McGee currently in the pits. His race is over. He led a lap, so he led at least a lap, so he's got 5 bonus points, along with the meager points total he'll get for, it looks like he's going to drop down to the bottom 4. He's currently in 28th place, and I'm sure as more cars continue to just take on laps, they're going to move ahead of him. But Paul Alcohol, 2.65 seconds ahead of Paul Walker with 40 laps in the books. We are in the second half of this race. It is Paul Alcohol, followed by Paul Walker. We're going to go ahead and go through the field right now. Paul Walker in second place in that box of wine Chevy Prism number 2. He is sitting in second place. He's got a big gap. He is, unfortunately, that gap is growing between him and the leader. 3.169 seconds is happening. Elmer Twist currently sitting in third place, 5.94 seconds. All alone, a lot of clean air, maybe a chance to get into a draft and pick up some space. It's a big gap between 1 and 2, 2 and 3, 3 and 4. But the thing is,
once you get back to 4th and 5th on down, then it starts
a little bit tighter, so that might be the race. Like, for example, our points leader, Richard Blood, needs to play defense at this point. Hold on to his 4th place position. He's got a lot of lap traffic in between him. Ennio Sparina and many others, including Stumpy Lane. Well, I think it's multiple laps down after getting into that wreck, but I think he was down quite a bit before that. He's got Bowie Jessup right on his tail.
Oh, buddy, I think that infamous 4th corner there, that's going to need a name so far. I think we're going to need to name that after somebody.
Which one's this now, you saying?
I think it's this one that's been causing all this trouble right here. When you get up to it and you see, oh my goodness.
Oh, that turn. We got to need to name that turn, the parts unknown turn.
Absolutely.
It's parts unknown, so we got to come up with a good theme.
I mean, personally, if I had the money in my checking account right now, I'll probably call it Shivers Bend.
Shivers Bend, I like it. We're going to look again at our leader, Paul Alcohol, looking to get his 2nd win of the season. He is 2.78 seconds ahead of Paul Walker in the number 2 box of wine Chevy Prism. Paul Alcohol looking to get some points to get into 1st place. He is the 2nd place driver in the point standings, 19 points behind Richard Blood, who currently sits in 4th place and has to contend with a lot of cars right behind him. That's the beauty of this. Paul Alcohol is in a very good position because he's got a lot of time between him and Richard Blood, and he's got a lot of time between him and 1st and 2nd, and a lot of time between him and 3rd. Richard Blood has a couple of cars less than a second behind him who he's got to watch out for. Here's another car being put a lap down. It's Rusty Arcannon, that number 12 LOA car, that LOA Dodge Stratus.
I've actually got a press release from the Parts Unknown Raceway that says that 4th corner is actually known as the cockpit door because it sent the cars into a nosedive.
The cockpit door, I like it.
Yeah, what we're seeing right here is Paul Alcohol. He's being a bit too patient in traffic. If I was him, I'd just move any one of these guys out of the way. Because, I mean, they're laps down. Nobody gives a shit if they wreck their race or not.
And again, Lloyd, you're showing your knowledge here because you can see what's happening. Paul Walker has just gained some time. He's still got to get behind Jasper Kudisark, who is all over the track. Look how loose he got into that going into the cockpit door turn here at Parts Unknown.
Looser than my junior prom date.
And he is very loose, and Paul Walker just maybe doesn't have the horsepower to get around Jasper Kudisark. because he's still got 2 cars between him and the leader. Oh, good God, there's a big pile up. I think that was, well, Morris Mayfield was in it. Autobahn in the 69 car was in it, and Rusty Arcana was in it, but no sign of Paul Alcohol. Seems to have driven right through it. We knew he could.
Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. That was some skill driving there from
And
Paul
look at that.
Alcohol.
It just, that was some great driving by Paul Alcohol. It just gained 3.2 seconds a gap on Paul Walker.
Oh, my goodness. That could be the defining moment of the race right there. No, you just got to avoid the chaos. You win the championship on your worst days. And if I mean, Paul Alcohol's probably had worse days. I mean, let's be fair. He's racing in the Diddler Cup. There's probably some dumb shit that's going on with his life, as of many of these other guys. I may tell you what.
And he is heading into the cockpit door turn right now. He's Paul Walker. We're watching him right behind Rusty Arcana. This means that there are 3 lap down cars between Paul Walker and the leader, Paul Alcohol. Paul Walker's trying to get past one of them. It's Rusty Arcana. He tried to go for the high line, but Rusty Arcana giving him a little bit of an issue here. Let's take the back. We got Autobahn. There's Autobahn on the 69 car.
Nice.
Also a lap down, Joe John Winchester. And those are the 3 cars between first and second, and the gap is widening again, 4.15 seconds. It's been absolutely a heartbreak for for Paul Walker, because every time he tries to just get closer and get a good sniff at the lead, the traffic just causes some sort of problem, and Paul Alcohol is thanking his lucky stars for the cockpit door turn at this point, that curve.
I've seen somebody just venture off into the top of that crest right there on the outside bend of that track. Oh, buddy, they're finding new ways to absolutely ruin their damn race.
If someone could tell me what lap that was, lap 55, who that might have been that was into the wall, we'll go ahead and check that as well. Put lap 55 on the list for our Rex.
Put it on the damn list.
The actual length of this race, people were asking, this is a half-mile course, 80 laps, that's 40 miles of racing. Very, very fast track. It's going to take no time at all. Blink, and it is gone. Instead of losing that round, the Burger Kitchen, we'll keep an eye on that. It's lap 55, number 20 car. That's our 5th wreck. We're going to be keeping an eye on. Paul Alcohol, 4.7 seconds ahead of Paul Walker, Elmer Twist, and Richard Blood. Let's go to Richard Blood. Oh, Paul Alcohol just had to slow down. What in the world happened there? We're going to see. He just had to hit the brakes in a quick succession to get around Giacomo, who got loose. And look, you tell me what just happened there when you saw it.
Well, obviously, Paul was thinking. I don't know what the hell he was thinking.
Fair enough. No idea right there.
Oh, jeez.
I was waiting for it to come up on your monitor, the replay, to see if you can get an idea what happened there. Sorry if I got it too soon before you got the replay.
Oh no, that's absolutely fine right there. It looks like, Paul Alcohol, he's coming a bit unglued right there. He had to slam on the brakes, and it just threw off his rhythm when he got into the cockpit turn bend.
Getting word that it looked like Morris Mayfield turned into the pits as well. That caused the problem there for Paul Alcohol, and it gave Paul Walker a little gift there, 2.2 seconds. Elmer Twist and Richard Blood now currently pulling away from that 5th place position. The field is opening up again. The top 5 are coming for the leader.
Oh my goodness. Paul Alcohol, if he keeps making some mistakes, this could be a pivotal point in the championship right here.
We're going to head back over to that number 2 car and Paul Walker, who, look at all that traffic there. Burt McKitchen, got to watch out. These are cars that are very low in the race right now. They're getting loose, and you just don't want to have some unforeseen problem that you can't control end your race and maybe give you some trouble. Paul Walker in that lap traffic, that gap just got back up to 3.19. Paul Alcohol just running a great race. Don't you have to agree, Lloyd? I mean, you are a store track specialist. Is Paul Alcohol running about as good of a race as he could possibly run right now?
Oh, absolutely, given the circumstances and the chaos that's unfolding around him here. Of course, he must have a special advantage, and that's the advantage of running a little bit of Beepus in his car. So get a little Beepus in your car the next time you fill up with a little bit of Beepus, the official fuel of the Diddler Cup Racing Series.
Beepus indeed, the official fuel of the Diddler Cup Racing Series. Oh my goodness, that was almost bad.
Yeah, well, let's be fair. Everything's terrible here, especially the quality of the road.
Goodness, I can't. That was almost bad. I can't speak today. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry I did that. I'm embarrassed I did that.
Lord, I apologize for everybody
Lord,
down there.
For all the little children and all the babies in the
All them starving babies down there in South Tucson. And there are a lot of them because the fuel bank is dry.
Lord, I apologize. And Paul Alcohol looking to get her done right now. He's up that lead to 4.5 seconds.
It's just kind of this accordion effect right there. It's very grating and annoying, just like an accordion. And sometimes you just want to smash it over the dude's head.
You know, a very interesting thing has been pointed out to me. There's Stumpy Lane off the pace. He might get disqualified at this point. Down 38 laps. He's got to keep pace, or else he is going to get DQ'd. In that number 9 Gumboos car, Paul Walker trying his dangest, but he is low on time. 15 laps to go, 7.5 miles to go, and not a lot of time to make up 5.3 seconds. He's going backwards at this point. Paul Alcohol is just pulling away, and a good thing that's been brought to my attention is that Paul Alcohol is the winner of the Why Are We Doing This race. The figure 8. So he loves this kind of chaos. He thrives on it, it seems.
Right. Yeah, it's just the kind of racing that he thrives on. That's the reason why he's asserting himself as an early championship leader. You have to embrace chaos. You just have to let it envelop you in its warm, loving embrace.
And the warm, velvety touch of chaos. 13 laps to go, but I gotta say, with Richard Blood sitting in third position, seems to be holding on to that pretty safely. Elmer Twist has not been looking like he's been making a case for third place. We'll keep an eye on that. That may be the difference is how Richard Blood finishes, but Richard Blood's been running a solid race. He's been defending his leads very well. This may not be where Paul Alcohol takes the lead in points because Richard Blood only in third. Both cars led laps. Richard Blood, your pole sitter, both have 5 bonus points, so that's going to be a wash. 19 points is the difference. We are on lap 69. Thank you, very nice there, Lloyd.
Nice.
Richard Blood is currently 0.8 seconds ahead of Elmer Twist and is continuing to fight it. He knows that Paul Alcohol may be out of reach unless he makes a grave error. So he's got to hold on to third and just accept the fact that he's going to lose a little bit of that points lead.
Are we talking like a grave error in terms of championship predictions? Are we talking on the level like a Russell Phillips or a Tom Price kind of grave error?
I mean, you know, we take your pick at this point. 9 laps to go. 10 laps to go. Lap 71 right now. 9 laps will be blinking a second. Paul Alcohol up to 6.2 seconds in the lead. It is unbelievable what we are seeing here.
I mean, I can't believe it. I couldn't believe it the moment we stepped off the plane right here and we didn't even realize where we were.
He loves these chaotic courses. And we are seeing that he thrives on this. He is staying behind Big Daddy Thibodeau, who is the last car on the lead lap. You know what? I think with 8 laps to go, you don't need to worry about trying too hard to pass him. I think you just got to protect your lead. You're 6.4 seconds ahead of second place. You protect this. You make sure you keep the car in one piece. Take it on all 4 wheels over the start-finish line. We're going to take a look at a battle for 8th place right now. Ricky Walton is right ahead of Fat Darrell with Kevin Boner-Pillman in 8th place right in front of them. Let's take a look at Kevin Boner-Pillman.
Yep, Kevin Boner-Pillman just coming off the win the last round there that we had at Guys American Grand Prix.
And I got to say, a top 10 finish right off the heels of that. Pretty dang good for Kevin Boner-Pillman. Didn't qualify too high.
Look at how beat up the left side of that car is. Shit.
Well, he has been doing a lot of hard racing here. I think he's kind of hanging a little to the left, a little low and to the left, but you know what? He's earned that 8th place finish if he holds on to it. We're going to take a look back at Richard Blood, our current points leader with 6 laps to go. 10.7 seconds off the lead, but he is over a second ahead of Elmer Twist in that number 99 slap car, who seems to be settled into 4th place as well. good finish for Elmer Twist, got to say that. I think the lead may still be safe with Richard Blood on account of his third-place finish if this holds.
Celebrate with a deep-fried bloomin' onion at the Slap Mart Super Center Deli.
Absolutely, and that plasma train Ford Pinto is looking pretty good as the points leader. Here's Paul Walker. A great finish for Paul Walker. He's currently in 6th place in the points. He'll be shooting right up probably ahead of Jean-Paul Henry and probably ahead of Wu Ba Bala, who currently sits in 12th place.
Please sign the petition. Beaumont won't stop texting us and letting us know we need to sign the petition.
That he does. And let's go ahead. 3 laps to go. Let's go ahead to who we believe will be our eventual winner. We're going to stick with Paul Alcohol to the finish line, to the checkered flag. He's going to go ahead, second to last lap. 2 laps to go for Paul Alcohol. 1 mile left.
I think he's just our second repeat winner of the season if he can pull this off. He's just got 2
correct
laps
on that one. He has maneuvered the cockpit door. That's a really classy name for it, I gotta say. It's a very classy name for a turn for something like the Parts Unknown Raceway. But
you just gotta tear it down. You just gotta you just gotta run your race like it's running over you with lawnmowers.
Here we go. White flag. White flag racing. Paul Alcohol looks like he is gonna go ahead and do it. He is maneuvered it. He is your winner.
Do the damn thing!
He is taking it to the start-finish line. The checkered flag belongs to Paul Alcohol in the Bathhouse Gyms Bathtub Gin Ford Pinto. That number 35 car is your race winner.
Oh, man.
Paul Walker, second place for Paul Walker. Richard Blood, your points leader, is going to hold on to the points lead with a third-place finish. There you see it right now. Richard Blood, your points leader. Elmer Twist, 4th place. Bowie Jessup, a 5th place finish for that number 22 car. Going to probably move him into the top 10 in points. Great finish for young Bowie Jessup. Most glorious and honorable Mr. Naga's most glorious driver in 6th place. We have not talked about him once this entire race, and he finished 6th place with Jean-Paul Henry in 7th. Kevin Boner Pillman, last week's winner, in 8th place. Fat Darrell in 9th. Ricky Walton in 10th. Great finish for Ricky Walton. There you have it right there.
Oh, goodness.
You want to go ahead and give us our...
Yes, absolutely. I'm tuned down in a Paul Alcohol's radio. Paul, this is Lightning Lord Shippers down in the booth to copy.
Hey, brother, thanks for getting in touch with me, man.
All right, Paul, you had a very good race there. It seems like you really thrive in these kind of circumstances. Tell me what it's like driving out there.
Yeah, brother, it was just like a race like no other. You just gotta go right in and drive that thing right up to the limit and then some. You just gotta go and drive the wheels off, and that's what we did in this bathtub gin car, baby. Oh yeah.
Okay there. That's is he? Paul. It's Chip Chapman here in the booth for you. Quick question. This is your second win of the season. You're just missing out on leading the points, but you're really making Richard Blood sweat. It's great to see this kind of racing. It's great to see this kind of fire out of you, but it's a chaotic track. You won the figure 8. You won this one. Was this an easier race to win?
Nothing's too easy, man. You just gotta take this one party at a time, my brother. You just gotta lay down to that throttle and let it ride for 80 freaking laps, yo.
Well, there we have it. Paul Alcohol, your winner, and I think he's going to be enjoying himself quite a few cold ones with the boys.
Absolutely, he's going to be cracking open a few. I think he's already cracked open. I'm pretty sure he's already cracked open an entire sit pack on his way over. I think he's usually like that.
I think we maybe should make him lie down. I think that's probably for the best. I think Paul Alcohol is he okay?
Oh no, he's fine. He's fine. This is how he is on a good day.
Okay, fair enough, Lloyd. Well, again, it's been It's been a great race. Paul Alcohol, your winner. There you see the graphic is up. The Parts Unknown 300 goes to Paul Alcohol as we are going ahead and we are just currently calculating and tabulating, and Brenda and the tabulating the points standings as these results come in. You can see there is your there's your bottom four as well. Blind Bob McGee, after leading a lap, drops down to 30th after having header issues. Jeff Shanice was disqualified.
How in the hell do you get disqualified from a Diddler Cup race where there's basically no rules to begin with except finish the damn race?
You know, I do not know, and I think it's best that we do not ask these questions. But, you know, Jeff Shanice got DQ. Maybe he did not hold up to his speed that early in the race. Who knows? Harry Gunt had a camshaft issue in that car. But Paul Alcohol, your leader. We are going to go ahead and announce our top 10 in the point standings.
Hit me with them
updated through
points.
11 races. In 10th place, actually moving up 3 spaces from 13th, the number 15 Dongerex Injectapen car driven by Kevin Boner Pillman. That is 173 points off the lead. 171 points off the lead. Moving up is Joe John Winchester. Oh, he's staying in 9th place. Stays consistent in 9th place. Dropping 6 spots from 3rd to 8th is Jim Blossoms. 154 points off the lead. A bad finish for him, 26th place. He's going to drop to 8th place in this one. Moving up from 11th to 7th place is Bowie Jessup in that number 22 HCL Dodge Stratus. He's 153 points off the lead. So again, it's really tight in 7 through 10. 133 points off the lead is your 6th place driver. Mr. Naga's Most Glorious Driver goes up from 8th to 6th. Woo Bala drops from 4th to 5th. He is 114 points off the lead in that 103 Hugger
Please sign the petition. He is going on to texting us full-on spread pictures of his bunghole. If we do not sign the petition, it may not stop.
We got 4 points difference between 3rd and 4th place. In 4th place, the number 40 car, driven by Jean-Paul Henry. A good top 10 finish in 7th place. Moved him up from 5th to 4th. In 3rd place, a big jump from 6th to 3rd. Paul Walker, your runner-up in this race, in that number 2 Box of Wine Chevy Prism. However, 3rd place and 1st place are 101 points apart. It is unbelievable. In 2nd place, 4 points off the leader, Paul Alcohol, which means that Richard Blood continues to hold on to that points lead, but Paul Alcohol gained 15 points on the leader, and it is tight as a... Well, I get pulled off the air if I finish that simile.
Oh, hell,
Let's just say it's very tight. Let's just say it is very tight. Very, very tight.
It reminds me of my sophomore year down in the Southwestern Circuit. Let's just say the sponsorship had some perks. Sometimes those perks were very tight. Sometimes the perks were very perky.
I understand. Yeah, I think I understand. I don't know if I understand. But I'm going to pretend I understand.
You see, when a racing driver feels very excited after victory, and he's just stepping out of the cockpit drenched in sweat and whatever sort of
ooh, that's sweat.
That's sweat. Ooh, that sweat. It's disgusting. Anyway, you get drenched in that sweat. Ooh, that sweat and that knockoff sports drink. I think it's like the All Sport or something. You just slather on there, and then along comes a fat broad. That's right, a fat broad.
We said it.
And then you just go up in town. The next morning you wake up, buck ass naked. You're sleeping in the back cab of your broken down pickup up truck. Your crotch itches like a son of a bitch. I can tell you that much. I mean, that ain't no fun. And especially when you're not making enough money at the time to make any insurance. You just got to live at that edge for a while and hope nobody notices. That or the open sores on your mouth.
Now, fair enough, and we are seeing a lot of chaos. This is from lap 4 and lap 5, and there was... Well, I'm going to see what the hell happened just now. Oh, good God, look at Morris Mayfield. Morris Mayfield, he just T-boned it. And everybody came to a grinding halt And well, that explains a lot here. Let's go ahead over and check out what's going on with Morris Mayfield in that 00 car. Oh, look, you can see Mr. Naga's Most Glorious Driver already into him.
Oh, buddy.
But I gotta say, Morris Mayfield was just not that into him. You see, oh, he T-boned him. Oh, good God. Oh, he just got a completely turned around and, oh, just put it right into it. Just go ahead. And everybody, I think everybody just panicked. And look at that. There's Otto Vaughn in the 69 car.
Nice.
Squeezing through.
Oh,
everybody just completely wreaked havoc there. We can go ahead and fast forward right now to what we believe is, I think it's going to be...
Roll that beautiful wreck footage.
We can go ahead and take a look at Ennio Sparini on lap number... Oh, that did not go to the lap I thought it was going to go to.
I think I've seen a movie that starts out just like that.
Which part?
Oh hell, I don't know. Like that part where Morris Mayfield just got like, it looked like that looks like the wall just ran right through. I think I've seen a movie just like that. Stroker Ace.
Fair enough. And we're seeing Ennio Sparini. This is lap 12 going into lap 13. What caused him some problems? Now, of course, he was up in the wall. Keep an eye on this one to see what that was all about.
I think we got some unrest in the crowd right here. I think everybody's wanting an insight as to what happened to Jeff Shanice, as to how he got disqualified. And that's the thing I'm trying to wonder at myself. Seems like there's people taking to the streets right now. I think they're blockading. I see them. They're out moving their track right now. They're blockading.
I think we can go ahead and pull up Jeff Shanice. I think we can pull up footage of Jeff Shanice. Just give me a second to pull up this logo here, and I can give you figure out what in the world happened to Jeff Shanice.
What we're seeing here is the fans are they're taking the start finish line. They're blocking the track. They were blocking. They were putting up a human roadblock until anybody figures out what the hell
something happened to him on lap 1 that he was already in the pits.
Yeah, they are. I mean, they're not letting anybody through. I think it might just be because the race is already over and they're too drunk to realize it.
Go ahead and see what happens. Keep an eye on Jeff Shanice right now. This is lap 1, and you're going to see he's going to go right to the pits. So something happened with his car. He's loose already on the corner. Getting into Ennio Sparini. Oh, he's getting into Joey Rochester. Look at that. He is just... Oh, hits the wall there along with Joey Rochester, and he's got to go... And his car just is not moving.
Oh my goodness. I think it was trying to get down to the pit lane, and we just...
It looks like that. The tire is kind of caught up. Let's see if we can get another close look at that. No, he is back up and running. He is not in a good way. Oh, you know what? And there's Paul Walker got in there. You know, I think he's just being a danger to the entire track. If he's trying to stay on, but I think he's going right to the pits. No, he's staying on that crazy sun ditch. And he missed the pit row again.
See, that's just I wouldn't consider that disqualification right there. I would just call it good, hard, ridiculous, dumb as hell racing. And I think that's what
that was the lap 4 wreck. That was the lap 4 wreck that caused the havoc we saw Jasper Kudasark in. I think that is the problem with Jeff Shanice. They disqualified him for not holding on to it. Look at, he's trying to get down there, and he is missing again. He's causing wrecks. He just got into the back of El Matador. We should have had a Jeff Shanice cam on this.
Oh, buddy.
There's Cotton Stuff Body up the track hitting Ricky Walden. Good Lord.
Oh man!
Finding wrecks we didn't even know had wrecks.
Wrecks on top of wrecks. It's like finding a.
And finally, he gets himself to the pits. You saw there's Morris Mayfield already in there. That is Jeff Shanice's problem right there. We're gonna see if we can find. We got another one to find right now. Who were you looking up right now? I'm looking up Blind Bob McGee at around lap 24 when he was taking it down to the pits. Actually, before that, lap 22. Oh man, Blind Bob McGee. I don't know if the car. Yeah, there's some smoke pouring out of that car already. I don't know what happened if he got into some damage. Keep a look at this right now. The car looks fine right now. He is leading this car. He even took the turn perfectly. He's taking the cockpit turn, the cockpit door turn, absolutely perfectly. And you're gonna see something happen, and smoke just start to pour out the back of that car.
Curb blammo.
Yeah, right there. I don't know what happened. Something must have just went on the equipment. I don't just look like it was driver error whatsoever. That's just an unfortunate break for Blind Bob McGee running in first place. And he can't even keep the car together. He's got to take it right to the pits. Took it on the dirt. The car just went away from him, and that's just, unfortunately, that's part of the game, isn't it, Will?
It absolutely is, and that's why you just build better engines, you dumb son of a bitch. If you make sure your shit don't break, it won't be in the spot to begin with.
We're going to take a look at Stumpy Lane. We got two more to take a look at. Stumpy Lane on lap number 32. He was on pit road for a long time. He is one of those cars that was several laps down. 39 laps down. You can see it right there. And this is the reason why the car was just in the pits all day. This is Stumpy Lane. You can see just off the pace, not really holding the speed. There's gonna be a couple of cars that's gonna be involved in this wreck. I jotted down number 9 because that's what I remember seeing.
Yeah, this is gonna end real badly.
It is not going to end well at all. I think somewhere around here, just a little bit.
Yeah, let's get the good shit.
Absolutely. Not really sure what's happening here. Why there's not a. I was told there was a wreck.
Hey man, speaking of wrecks, man, can you believe that Texas game? Ooh, buddy.
Oh man. I was watching. I had they got that Longhorn network, the network specifically for Texas.
Oh, an aristocrat, ain't you?
And, I got to say, one of the things, we're going to go ahead and, I don't think there was a highlight there to show you. We got one more we're going to show you right now, what happened to Burt McKitchen in that number 20 Slips Red Hot Pizza Pontiac Bonneville at around lap number 55. Got that under good authority. But that Texas game, the Longhorn Network, I gotta feel like they are expecting to show a lot of highlights of that game or just a lot of replays. I wonder if they plan for what happens if Texas loses. Oh, you can see it was Jim Blossoms got into him, and he went up the side there and just decided to say, you know what, I'm going to keep going.
Anywhere he goes, he'll follow him there.
And so that's what happened. Well, fans, that's going to be it for us. Lightning Lloyd, thank you so much for joining me. It's been a heck of a race. It's been a goddamn auto race.
It has been a goddamn auto race presented by Slips Red Hot Pizza. Come shit in our bathrooms.
Well, okay then.
That's their slogan. That's
I thought you were just expounding upon that. That's actually well, hell, I'm looking at the copy right here. I never read a copy for them before. That is absolutely their slogan. Well, all right then. Okay.
Damn right it is. I take these media courses down there at the community college. I put them to good use.
Now, we appreciate it. We very much appreciate it. And gotta say, our next race coming up soon is gonna be the what is our next race? The St. Elsewhere 250 at the Snow Globe. We're heading to Mind of an Autistic Child, Ohio.
Oh, buddy. Oh,
For
man.
the snow globe. Do not check your eyesight.
Is there any truth to the rumor that this race is going to be held at the set of the TV show Lost?
I cannot guarantee anything about that, but I know that it is going to be something that feels like you are in a vortex, kind of like that show.
My goodness.
It is going to be the snow globe inside the town of Mind of an Autistic Child, Ohio. So we'll be dotting the I with our dicks. That sounded better in my head, I'm not going to lie. For the St. Elsewhere 250, race number 12, before we take a break for our all-star pointless Rextravaganza, that is the race between 12 and 13, Paul Alcohol has made it a two-card race for the points lead between him and Richard Blood. We're going to find out how that is going to play out with nine races to go. Latin and Lloyd, anything else you got to say before we call it?
Oh, my goodness, y'all. I'm just surprised I even got out of that airport in one piece. I hope I get back in one piece because, man, I need to get home. I need to catch up on some stuff on DVR right there.
Well, it sure looks that, I see there's some hooded men. Asked who they were. They said we're Doom. These two hooded men are going to be throwing some bags over our heads and sending us back from whence we came. We're going to show up in an airport again, and it ain't going to be the Parts Unknown airport. I don't even know there's an airport. Oh, there's the trank dart right into Latin Lloyd's neck. This has been the Diddler Cup. I see. Okay, can I just at least finish this off, gentlemen, please? I would like to just say thank you all for joining us. It has been a goddamn auto race. It's been a great one. We hope you join us next week for the St. Elsewhere 250. For Latin Lloyd Shivers, he's sleeping. I'm Chip Chapman. This has been the Diddler Cup Racing Series. Paul Alcohol's your winner, and it has been